Hi there. Welcome to my April 2026 Kingston and area real estate market update. I have to apologize. I've had that nasty sore throat virus, so my voice is extra velvety this month. I've titled this one Momentum, and I think you're going to see why in a few minutes. After a slower start to the year, the spring market is doing what spring markets do. It's waking up. Buyers are moving, sellers are listing, and the data across our regions is starting to tell a more encouraging story. We're going to walk through the numbers community by community. But if you're impatient, just zoom to the end and I'll share what I think all of this means for you, whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or both. Let's get into it. So, starting with Kingston, which is the engine of our regional market, in April, 179 homes sold. That's up 5.9% from the same time last year, and it's a massive 50% jump from March. Spring has absolutely arrived here. The average sale price came in at $676,000. That's up 7.4% year over year. That's real, meaningful appreciation. And year to date, prices are tracking very close to last year. Now, the stat that can be confusing is days on market. The median was 20 days, and I want to be really clear about what that means. That's the median number of days it took for homes to actually sell. Homes that are overpriced, well, they're sitting significantly longer. They're not in that stat because they haven't sold. The market's rewarding accurate pricing and it's punishing wishful thinking. New listings are actually down 6.7% from last April. Fewer homes are coming to the market and more buyers are competing for them. That's the equation that keeps prices moving in the right direction. Kingston right now is active, it's confident, and it's moving faster. Now let's talk about Napanee, and this one needs a bit of context. On the surface, 11 sales in April looks quiet. And year over year, that's down 54%. But here's what's really interesting. The average sale price jumped 30% year over year to 560,000. And year to date, prices are up 9.8%. Buyers in this market are being selective, and when the right home comes along at the right price, they're acting. The median days on market was 58 days. And again, I want to emphasize that that's only for homes that sold. New listings held steady year over year in April, though they're down 10% year to date. If you've been a buyer who's been watching Napanee, you need to be ready to move when the right home is listed. If you're a seller, pricing strategy is everything in this market right now. Loyalist Township is one to watch as the temporary relief on HST on new builds comes into play because so much of Loyalist is new build activity. 31 homes sold in April, and that's up 6.9% year over year. Year to date, sales are up 1.2%. The average price came in at $582,000, which is essentially flat year over year and flat year to date as well. This is the market that's held its value steadily through a period when a lot of communities were seeing softness. The median days on market was 24 days for homes that sold. That's actually faster than last year by 3 days and 10 days faster than the year-to-date average. Homes are moving more quickly as we head into spring. New listings are up 18.2% year over year. So buyers have more choice than they did last April. Loyalist continues to offer tremendous value. We've got great communities, Bath, Odessa, Amherst Island, proximity to Kingston, and a market that has proven remarkably stable. If you've been considering making a move here, the spring window is open. South Frontenac is an important one to unpack carefully. The Alto, the proposed high-speed rail line, has been in the news and it's having an effect on this community. As realtors, we're very careful to check properties against the proposed routes. The good news, first, is 26 homes sold in April, which is up 4% from the same month last year. Buyers are active and spring is bringing people out. But the price picture tells a different story. The average sale price was $626,000, which is down 10.4% year over year. And year to date, prices are down 10.8%. That's a substantial correction from where this market was a year ago. Median days on market was 40 days for homes that actually sold. That's up 21 days from last April. And I want to be honest with you, the homes that aren't priced priced right in South Frontenac right now are sitting for considerably longer than that. New listings surged 10.5% year over year in April, though they're down 12.9% year to date. So there's some month-to-month variability here. For buyers, South Frontenac still represents a genuine opportunity. Prices have softened, you've got some negotiation room, and you're buying into a beautiful part of our region. For sellers, this is not the market to test the ceiling. Realistic pricing and strong presentation are non-negotiable right now. Stone Mills is our quietest market this month, also affected by the Alto high-speed rail line. 9 homes sold in April. Year over year, that's down 18%. And year to date, sales are down 51% from the same period last year. That's a significant slowdown in activity. Prices have often also softened. The average sale price of $528,000 is down 24.3% from last April and down 11.7% year to date. Median days on market was 37 days for homes that sold. New listings were also down 2.9% year over year and 14.2% year to date. So it's not a flood of supply causing the slowdown. Buyers are simply being very cautious and very selective in this area. If you're a buyer watching Stone Mills, patience and local knowledge are your best tools. If you're a seller here, having an honest conversation about pricing before you list is the single most important thing that you can do. Gananoque is also a small market, so I always tend to look at the year-to-date numbers here rather than reading too much into a single month. 7 homes sold in April, and while that's up 75% from last April, we're talking about moving from 4 sales to 7. Small numbers can create big percentages. Year-to-date, sales are actually down 25% from the same period last year. What's encouraging is the pricing story. The average sale price of $493,000 is down 8.4% year over year for April, but year to date prices are essentially flat, down just 0.1%. So over the course of the year, GAN has held its value remarkably well. And here's the headline number for Gananoque. It remains the most affordable average price point in our entire region. At $493,000, it represents real value, especially for buyers who want that charming small town feel with easy access to the 401 and proximity to Kingston. New listings are up significantly, 27.3% year over year in April and 37.7% year to date, giving buyers more choice than they've had in some time. The median days on market was 30 days for homes that sold, but as with all of our smaller markets, pricing matters enormously here. So what does this mean if you're thinking about buying? Well, first, get your pre-approval done. Before you look at a single listing, know your number, know what you can afford. In a market where well-priced homes in Kingston are selling in 20 days, you can't afford to be scrambling for financing when the right home comes along. Your pre-approval is your ticket to play. Second, let's talk about FOMO. I know a lot of buyers are waiting for something better to come along, or for prices to drop, or for the perfect moment. Here's what the data actually says. New listings in Kingston are down almost 7% from last year. The inventory flood that buyers are waiting for is not coming, and prices are up 7.4% year over year. Waiting has a real cost, but this is important. Getting over FOMO doesn't mean panicking. It means being smart and being realistic. In most of our communities right now, the majority of homes are selling below asking price. So you still have negotiating room and you can still do your due diligence. This is not 2021. And here's the context that matters. Right now, the federal government has removed the GST on new builds, a meaningful savings for buyers considering new construction. The province has followed. Municipalities have programs in place. The Bank of Canada is holding rates at 2.25%, which is providing some stability after the rate uncertainty of the past few years. All levels of government are working on housing affordability initiatives that could benefit you. The conditions are as good as they've been in some time. Make a move, but make it with good information and good advice. And if you're thinking about selling, here's what I want you to hear. Price realistically. I cannot say this strongly enough. Across every community in this region, the data tells the same story. Accurately priced homes are selling. Overpriced homes are sitting, and the longer they sit, the more leverage shifts to the buyer. In Kingston, the average sale to list price ratio is 97.7%. That means the market is giving well-priced homes nearly full value, but 109 listings terminated in Kingston alone in April. That's up 13.5% year over year. Those are sellers who got it wrong. Don't be one of them. Presentation matters more than ever. Today's buyers are informed and they're scrolling through dozens of listings and they will skip past anything that doesn't show well online. Professional photos, 3D tours, clean spaces, and thoughtful staging are not optional extras. They are the difference between your home selling in 20 days and your home sitting for 60 or more. Plan your next move before you list. The current market is hard to predict, and it's important to think about the various scenarios that you may face and to have a plan for them. Are you buying in the same market? Are you downsizing? Are you moving to a different community? Let's have that conversation before your sign goes up, not after you have an offer in hand and you're feeling pressure. The spring market's here. The momentum is real, but sellers who win are the ones who come in prepared. So that's your April 2026 Kingston area market update. The headline is momentum, and I genuinely mean that. After a slower start to 2026, the spring market is showing up. Kingston's moving fast, Loyalist is holding strong, and even in the quieter markets like South Frontenac and Gananoque, there are real opportunities for buyers and sellers who approach things the right way. Governments are taking steps to make housing more accessible. The Bank of Canada providing rate stability at 2.25%, and our local market is responding. Whether you're ready to make a move right now or you're just starting to think about your options, we'd love to have that conversation with you. No pressure, no obligation, just honest local advice from people who know these communities inside and out. We'll talk soon. Hey, if this information has been helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning into the Kingston Real Estate Insider. Stay smart, stay local, stay ahead. Catch you in the next episode.